New into stock, we have a lovely low mileage Nissan Note. It's a 1.2 DIGS Tekna, has the comfort pack. It's a 5-door 2015 on a 64 plate and has done just over 22,000 miles. So low mileage, 2 Nissan stamps in the book and wheel services to gain before it goes out. Beautiful condition inside and out, as you would expect for the mileage. Multi-spoke alloy wheels, rear privacy glass. Just show you in the back. Little catch there. The car is also keyless entry and keyless go. Rear wash white, the privacy glass at the back there as well. Not a fantastic amount of room in the boot, but the back seats fold down. You can take the load cover out, and the back seats also split independently of each other in air. I think it's a 60-40 split. You've got a little hard liner there that if you lift that up, you've got even more space underneath, so it's not too bad. Even though it's only a small car, there's plenty of room in the back of the Nissan Note. The back door's open to virtually 90 degrees, so it's easy to get in and out. There's plenty of leg room. I've got my seat as far back as I need it. Plenty of headroom as well. I don't think anybody's sat in the back of this car, so everything, all the headrests are kind of really stiff to get out and so on. But that, I've got plenty of room in here. In the centre here, you've also got one of these seat belts, inertia reel seat belts, which will also serve as a child's seat fastener, or whatever the correct term is. So that's easy enough to do. Rear centre armrest, cup holders in there. As I say, it's never been used. It's all all really difficult to get out and all stiff in the back here. But it's like brand new. It's a lovely car. It's cloth and part leather. I'm assuming it's man-made leather, not proper leather. But it's very nice in the back here. I'll just take you for a ride. It's that's the key. It's keyless entry. As long as you've got this in your pocket, you just press a button on the door opens, and the same when you get out, press the button, it closes. Then once you get in, put on the brake and press the stop button there. We've got, just height adjustable multifunction steering wheel. I'll just tell you the fuel economy before I go, because I forgot before. So urban is 45.6, extra urban 62.8, combined is 55.4, 0 to 60 time of 12.2 seconds, top speed of 107 miles per hour out of a 97 brake horsepower engine, and it's only £30 a year to for the road tax, or road fund licenses, I suppose it's called. I'll take you for a ride in it. So car's automatic. This car has, before I set off, one thing I will show you, the camera system on this. It's as if there's a drone flying above you, and as you can see there, you can see you've got a reversing camera, and you can also see how close you're getting to the curb or into the parking space. It's a very, very good system, that, a lot better than reversing cameras or beepers, or reversing camera on its own anyway, or beepers. So that's it. That's one of the safety features this has got. It's also got blind spot monitoring, which I forgot to take a photograph of, and I must remember just in the outside there, in the very edge of the door mirrors. I'm not sure, I thought it might have illuminated it, but it flashes orange when there's a car in your blind spot. and it's also got lane departure warning. I'll try and get that to work, but we need a white line up the inside as well for it to register. Then, oh, it's done it now, sorry, that's me going over the line without indicating, so I've no need to do that anymore. It's a great car if you're, I don't know, if you've got kids, it's easy to get in and out. If you've got child seats with the doors opening to 90 degrees, it's easier to load. I do know we've got a couple of older customers who have these, and it's easier for the friends to get in and out. There we go, we're at 70 miles an hour now, 2,500 revs. Cruise control on the right hand side there, and that's on and off, I think. There you go, so that's switched on there. I'm sure that's a speed limiter as well, so it's as easy as that. Just click that down, click that to cancel. That's the button if you don't want the beeper going off every time you go over a white line without indicating. But I suppose for a while it does make you a better driver, and concentrates your mind on indicating. There we go, mirroring the visor here. Now it's got, I'll just show you the wipers as usual with low mileage cars. The wipers never seem to be any good, and I think that's the case with this one. But that has to be the smallest wiper I've ever seen. There you go, that's telling me not to go over. If I indicate now, I can go over the line without that beeping. I think it's meant to just shock you back into reality if you're dozing off or something and you drift across the white line. But that, if I dozed off, there's no chance that little bleeper would wake me up. It's a good idea though, it's a good, the thoughts there. Now, I was hoping again that we would, when I watch back through the video, I'm sure the blind spot illuminators would have come on then, but I didn't actually see it, so I'll try and look back through the video and point out when it comes on, if I don't get the opportunity to do it before. Nice clear display. You've got your little information panel in the centre, that's in the centre of the speedo. The right hand side tells you how many miles the car's done, what gear you're in, and your fuel gauge to the very right. Let's just go along here and we'll see if we can just see if this orange light illuminates when. There you go, it's lighting up. That SLK there was in my blind spot, and this network rail will be in a second. I must have been going too fast or something, who knows. Let's just see. I'll go back up the motorway, I think, to the next junction. There was nobody behind me then, so there was no point in indicating. And I only went over the line a little bit. Anyway, back to the car. Front central armrest. We've got an eco button down here. which makes the dashboard go blue and makes the car drive or accelerate slower than you would like, but obviously drives more economical. The seats are very, very comfortable. They're just built up. The bits that get the most wear are leatherette, whatever you'd like to call it. Blue contrast stitching, so that's nice. Just switch that back onto maps, so there's a nice display. Your climate control switches are all here. Now, in my defence, I didn't actually go over that white line then, I just went near it. So it does its job. Every time I use one of these or get in one, I'm always impressed with the amount of room there is in the back. It's very, very comfortable. On the left hand side here we've got your telephone answering controls. There you go, telephone, and you can also switch source, no CD. It must have had a surplus of beepers at the Nissan factory. Ideal car for knocking around town, and it was quite at home on the motorway as well. Right, I'll show you how to switch that bleeper off. That's the switch there. In the centre there, the information, your button for changing that. Usually it's on the stalks or the steering wheel, but it's actually here. So that's average miles per gallon, miles before you need to fill up, average speed, time, instantaneous miles per gallon, 99.9, that would be nice, but we're just slowing down. And that's completely wrong there because it's just been ticking over while I've been photographing it. So we'll just reset it. So that's stop start, so we'll knock that off. Map, your CD there, auxiliary, press it again and it'll plays your music from your phone if it's paired. Then you've got the cameras, but that'll only work when you're going a bit slower, I think. 2 cup holders, which reminds me, dying for a coffee. So car's done. I said it had done just over 22,000 miles before, didn't I? It's done 22,950, so that's quite a bit over 22,000 miles. I must change that in the advert when we get back. But it's still very, very low mileage. We'll service it before it goes out. I think we just MOT'd it yesterday for 12 months. You've got your global lock in here. Switch there to stop the kids playing about with electric windows in the back. And then your electric windows, which we'll just test. Yep, they all work. It's a well-spec'd, comfortable little car. And it's very nice too. It's been very, very well looked after. No marks on it anywhere. No scratches or scuffs inside. All the handling surfaces are like new. A lot of times with Nissans, this little bar here is kind of painted, and if the driver wears rings or anything, it ends up all scuffed and scratched, but this is nice. Got your bonnet release and fuel flap release just there. Power socket here. There you go. Don't want to end up on YouTube for the wrong reasons. Have we got anything else? So we've got airbag there, airbag in the seats, airbag up here in the B pillar. I think it's airbag in the seat. Let me just, oops. Your safety restraint system, yes. Oh, let's see what I could do. I could tell you the services. So it's got a proper service book, which is great to see, and it's been stamped by Chorley Nissan. Its first service was at 9,819 on the 4th of November 2015, Chorley Nissan, Chorley, and then on the 12th of November 2016 at 13,545, Chorley Nissan again, and we'll do it before it goes out, so that will be, in fact it was probably done yesterday when they did the MOT. So I must update that as well on the service. So it's just been serviced as well. Car's ready to go. Great little car. And you'll get to see a train go by in a short while. Certainly got a good heater. And here I've got absolutely bags of headroom. I would assume if anybody, seat height adjuster, if anybody was vertically challenged, then that's as high as the seat will go, and even if I stretch up I still can't hit the roof. So the space in here is really fantastic. I think that could do with I mean it's okay, but it would benefit from a wiper on the driver's side, I think, unless there's something actually on the wiper blade. He was going a bit fast then. Or somebody else going a bit fast too. Better get across the road.